Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. If you're just joining us, 800-585-1051. Now, our producer, Mack, got into an argument with his peoples over the weekend. He told his man something and said, don't tell anybody. And his man told his girl. And then when they got up together, his girl told her. So we're asking 800-585-1051. If you're in a relationship and somebody tells you something, are you telling your partner yes or no? Me, absolutely, positively, yes. You tell me, I'm telling my wife. Like it is what it is. I've been with her over 30 years. She's an extension of me. You tell me something, I'm telling her.
And you feel like your friends kind of know. Like
they know. Yeah, my friends know. Yeah.
Because they probably come to y'all for advice at this point.
Absolutely. They'll call her for advice. Right. Absolutely. They know what it is. It's without a doubt. Well, we can't ask you that,
no,
Lauren.
When I
but
do,
Charlamagne,
well, hold on. Don't just skip over me like that.
All my single ladies. All my single ladies. All my single ladies.
Put your hands up.
Okay. Well, when I do have a person, I talk to them about stuff. But certain stuff, though, is off limits. Because, like, you know, you just don't want your partner looking at your friends a certain way. You know, if they in their whole phase. Or it's just certain things you just don't want them to know. But for the most part, yeah, you share everything.
My answer is no. If you tell me something and you tell me not to say something, I'm not saying anything. You know, significant other or otherwise. And honestly, I think that's kind of dangerous, right? It's kind of dangerous, like, because now if just suppose I want to come do something to you because I know that you got some information that you know some information that could get me in trouble. But now I know you done told your significant other, and you done told the world. I tell my significant other. Now I got to take both of y'all out.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. Listen to what you're saying.
Basically, he's saying he don't like people who run his mouth because certain things should be secretive, right?
That's the truth. If somebody was coming to get you because they know you had some information that they got to take you out because you know this information, they also know that you like to tell your significant other. Now I got to take both of y'all out.
But so what are you into, Charlamagne?
That's why E40 said. That's why E40 said, never tell your woman all your business because she might end up being an eyewitness.
Well, speaking of.
Hello, who's this?
Happy birthday, my baby.
Hey, that's my baby. What's up, baby?
Nothing, just waiting for you to come home after work. I have an amazing day planned for you.
Ow. Now, babe. Now, we were just having this conversation. I was telling them, if one of my friends tell me something, are you supposed to tell your significant other? So if one of your friends tells you something that maybe they don't want you to repeat, do you tell me?
I do.
See? And if one of my friends tell me something.
Hold on. Listen, all of my friends know. So it's technically, it's not secret. I let them know ahead of time. Like, if you tell me, you are indirectly telling my husband.
And that's what I said.
If you don't want him to know, don't tell me.
But see, there's a difference. Gia has given them the terms and conditions.
Well,
y'all not doing that.
After a certain time, you just
y'all
know.
No, it's not after a certain time. You have to let the friend know. If the friend says, hey, I'm telling you this, I don't want you to tell nobody. If you say to them, hey, I got to tell my husband, and they continue to proceed to tell you, that's on them. Hey, y'all not doing that. Y'all just taking the information and saying, oh, I got you. I ain't going to tell nobody.
Hey, Gia, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you, beautiful?
I'm doing good. Don't you feel like there's a kind of like a unspoken rule, though, at a certain point with your friends where they know certain things are probably going to be discussed with y'all? Do you feel like that? Is that a thing?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying, Charlotte.
And if you are said friend and you know that your friend has a boo, if you don't want it to be repeated, you can't tell that friend.
All right. Well, thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Hurry home.
Lauren LaRosa, she's coming out tonight with us, too. So she's going to be, we partying with her tonight. She's coming out.
Oh, is that right?
Have your BC powder ready.
Well, everybody up here is coming out, so we're going to have a lot of fun. She already started giving me shots this morning.
He only took one. He won't
one
do
was
another.
Enough. One was enough because I felt that one shot. All right, baby, love you.
Yeah, you got about 8 more coming to you tonight.
I know that's right.
Coming to work tomorrow, y'all.
Oh. We got a meeting after. I got to come to work. But, all right, baby, love you.
Lauren,
love you too.
Lauren talk about bring your BC powder, not knowing that them guys from the 1900s like cocaine. Okay, you gonna get introduced to a new type of powder tonight, Lauren.
I moved here from LA. I've been there, seen it.
We have Bia on the line. Bia, good morning. Oh, Bria.
Yes, it's Bria.
Bria, do you tell your boyfriend everything?
So I have a girlfriend, Envy, and I completely agree. That's like my best friend. So I tell her everything. Either way, she could go here for 7 years, and I
Oh, your phone was cutting in and out, Bria.
to find out.
Your phone was cutting out in and out, Bria, but you tell your girl everything you say.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, so we've been together for 7 years. She's gonna find out anyway because she goes through my phone.
This is God way. This is God way of saying He wants y'all to shut the hell up on this radio this morning. Okay, y'all don't respect your word means nothing.
Hello, who's this?
Manny from North Carolina.
Manny from North Carolina. Now, if your people tell you something, do you tell your girl or your wife?
I'm telling. As soon as I get off the phone, I'm telling my wife. Immediately. It's some stuff in the group chat that we can't let leak out. It's some stuff that they'll tell me specifically, look, don't tell your wife. But if it's just general information, she's gonna find out.
Well, that's it. But once again, these people are laying down their terms and conditions. They asking you, don't tell your wife.
Or
and
you
some
say
of
when
y'all
you first call.
some of y'all get told that and still go tell your wife.
No, that's a little crazy.
But I'm the one in the group chat that everybody call for their advice. Everybody tells me everything, so they already know I'm gonna tell it.
Or if they hit you with the who you with.
Who you with?
When you call, like, hey, who you with? Who you in the car with? It's just like, okay,
that's the worst thing when you ask somebody who you with, and you want to speak for who you with.
See, the good group chat's got a code. We don't even got to say who you with to be asking who you with.
Yo, what's your code? What you say?
You know what?
Put it out there. That's why you single.
No.
Because you got a code. 800-585-1051. We're asking, do you tell your significant other everything? If your friends say, I'm going to tell you something, do you tell your man? Do you tell your girl? Let's discuss. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. If you're just joining us, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. We're asking, if you're told a secret, do you tell your significant other? That is the question. Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is Jamila.
Hey, Jamila, good morning.
Good morning.
Do you tell your significant other everything?
Well, I do, right? But not always on some like, oh, I got some tea for you. Sometimes, you tell your significant other something out of accident, like y'all having a conversation because y'all communicate on a daily basis or a whole lot or often, and y'all are talking about a certain situation and y'all just use, it just comes up in the conversation. Like, it don't have to be like, ooh, I got some tea, but I might just tell you just because we're talking about something that might be related to that situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mama.
It just slips out.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, how you doing? This is Lo.
Lo, what's up? We're asking, do you tell your significant other everything?
Yes, for the most part, I do. Now, it just depends on the sensitivity of the information. Like, hypothetical, when I was in the military, if I got to go to Iraq, I can tell you that, but I can't give you mission-specific details, you know what I'm saying? Because then that'll compromise the security of everyone else, if that makes sense.
That's right.
Well, you're going too far now. We were just talking about some gossip.
No, he's right.
But that's a good example to use because I was listening to you guys on the radio. So, I think that's the best example.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. That's what I was telling them just now. A lot of times you put, your people in danger because if you have some information that is detrimental to someone and people think it's only you, now that they know you also tell your significant other everything, I got to take them out too.
What y'all working for, the CIA?
Big Twizzy.
What it do?
What up, Big Twizzy? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Cincinnati, Ohio. First, I want to say I love y'all, man.
We love you back, brother.
Charlamagne, you make me proud every day. Envy, you make me proud every day. I love you.
Thank you, King.
Thank you. So we asking 800-585-1051. If one of your homies tell you something, bro, do you go back and tell your wife or your girl?
Listen to me. You don't tell her. You don't. You know why?
Why?
You and your girl beefing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all at the barbecue at a party. Jeremy over there with his girl. You wasn't saying that? Jeremy cheating on his, so I know, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. She's definitely a Sag.
She's going to throw it in your face eventually or throw it at your peoples, and then you looking like,
Seems like this happened to you before, bro.
Man, I done been through it all. You know what I mean?
Dang.
But you also know which friends your girl don't like.
I've seen it all, done it all. And it's crazy, but keep that, fellas. Sit on that, be quiet, quit being chatty patties out here, dudes.
All
Yeah, it's just
Thank
a
you,
respect thing too. All you got is your word, and your word should be bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if somebody says to you, "Don't tell nobody," and you say to that person, "I got you. I'm not gonna tell nobody," but then you go tell the wife, you can't sit around and rationalize that by saying, "Oh, it's just a given. That's my wife." No, you gave that person your word that you're not gonna say nothing to nobody.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Nelson.
Hey, Nelson, good morning. So if one of your homies tell you something, you telling your wife? Or your man, whatever you into, bro?
Of course. Of course. I'm telling her. I'm letting her know.
So you telling them from the door?
I tell her from the door. I mean, we gotta understand, though, so she know not to go running her mouth.
Okay.
That is so whack. Tell your friend that you plan to tell your wife. Do not look that person in the eye when that person says, "Don't tell nobody." Don't look that man back in the eye and say, "Okay, I got you."
Let's go last call. Who's this?
It's Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. Good morning. Where you calling from?
Virginia.
Virginia. What part?
I'm Newport News. I just seen you the weekend.
Oh, you was at the Cousins Festival?
Of course.
That was
LA. That's my people.
Oh, wasn't that such a beautiful festival that they put on?
It was. We had a ball.
We sure did. But now, 800-585-1051, we're asking, if your man tells you something, your people tell you something, are you going back and telling your significant other?
No, because you don't know if, your significant other is a blabbermouth, because they have people that they trust too. So, of course, they may go home and tell their wife or husband, and they trust somebody too. So if you tell them, they might be like, "Oh, I can't hold the tea, so I need to tell somebody." But I just don't agree with it. Nobody needs nobody.
Okay, thank you, Mama. So what's the moral of the story, guys?
The moral of the story is your word should be your bond. So if somebody comes to you and somebody says, "Hey, don't tell nobody," you either tell that person, "Look, I'm going to tell my wife," or you give that person your word and you stand on that. You don't tell nobody.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling everybody out there now, if you tell me something, I'm going to tell my wife immediately. And so we know, we clear. Tell him. Who you telling, Lauren?
Why you being funny? Why you being funny?
Who you telling, Lauren?
Why you being funny?
Who you telling, Lauren?
Put a ring on it. All right.
She said put a ring on it. We got Jess with the Mess coming up with Lauren LaRose. What we talking about?
We do. Adele is taking a break. She wants to start live her new life that she's created for herself. So she's taking a break from music.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.